Hey guys, what's going on? It's Dan Trevidi here. So I hope you're all well. This video is all about how to get your first 100 subscribers, completely unedited. It's not going to be a really long video. It's just going to be my take on how we did it on my YouTube channel and how some of the things on some of the other videos that I listened to worked and some of the things that I listened to and I tried didn't work. So let's go ahead and get started. So when you first start your YouTube channel, you think, crikey, some of these other guys that you're watching their videos, they've got tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of subscribers. And you get started and you got one, maybe two, maybe you've got zero. And getting up to those sorts of numbers seems like a huge milestone. And it is, and it's not easy, and it takes a huge amount of work. But the first milestone has to be getting to 100 subscribers, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you first get started and you're new to creating your own YouTube videos and you've got your channel in your niche, it can start to creep up, but very, very slowly. And getting to even 10 takes time. So 100 seems like a long way away. And if you don't stick with it, you will quit. And that's the one thing you must not do, because the second you quit is the second you fail. But if you keep going, you never quit and you'll never fail. You'll just keep on going. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about what I did, what I heard from other YouTube videos, which I thought worked really well. Some of the things that I did and I just didn't see any traction whatsoever. And some of the things that I did, which I think I've done differently to maybe some of the other guys in other YouTube videos, which worked really well for me to get to that first 100 subscribers. So let's get started. What did I watch in some of the other videos that were a little bit older, so less relevant to what's going on in the market today, that did work for me? So one of the things was bringing new videos consistently and regularly. So I started my YouTube channel around a year ago, and I had every intention of bringing a video every week. And if you watch some of my earlier videos, I say, and I'm going to bring you a video every week. And the harsh reality is I didn't do it. I didn't realize the amount of time it was going to take to even do the recording of the raw footage, and then the editing side of it, and then the uploading. It takes a huge amount of time. So if you can do unedited videos, which are definitely not as slick, and you have to pick the right time and the right location to do it, you can see that the room that I'm doing this video in is actually my bedroom, because we're in lockdown at the moment for the coronavirus. And finding space in my house where there's peace and quiet and no children and nothing going on is quite difficult. So the rooms and the locations do have an effect, and they are hard to find. But what happened with me is I wasn't able to do it consistently, which meant that I wasn't able to gain the audience that quickly, which meant my channel didn't get the traction it probably should have done in the early stages. And that was a number of things. One, I didn't realize the amount of time it took to record videos. And especially if you're not used to public speaking or even recording yourself, it can be quite intimidating. It can be quite hard. You can find yourself hitting that record button on and off constantly. And before you know it, you've got dozens of videos, hundreds of minutes that you've got to edit down. I find that if you just get it done in one take, unedited, get it on, people will watch it. The message that you're delivering is there. If they want the gimmicks and the nice colory images and they're not there, they'll just click off and you can't win them all. But so first thing is bring consistent videos. Now, because I didn't do that, I went through a barn conversion where I'm living, and that took a huge amount of my time. I had various business things going on, developments going on, so I just didn't have the time to do it. If you want a successful YouTube channel and you want to get your videos to get lots of likes, lots of views, it's all going to start with the subscribers. And the way to get subscribers to hit that button is to bring content, one, which is relevant to those subscribers, but it's to bring it consistently. And if you start to bring it consistently, those subscribers are going to want to get notified every single time that you upload a video. So consistency is one thing I didn't do, which I started to do, and I saw a huge amount of traction in my subscriber list. So that's point one. And I heard that from so many different people who are doing these videos about how to get subscribers. The other thing was the thumbnails. So you wouldn't think the thumbnail, which is the image as that your video appears in search engines, there's a little image there. You wouldn't think that was so critical. And at first, I didn't even bother upload and even changing the images. So you'd go on my channel and you'd see really crazy images that YouTube had randomly picked from my video clip of me pulling a really strange, weird face with no text on the screen. And I was wondering why I wasn't getting any views. The hard reality is if you haven't got something engaging for someone to click on your video, they aren't going to click on it. So the thumbnail, I think, is absolutely critical in getting more traction on your video. And once you get more traction on your video and the content is good, you'll get more subscribers. So spend a bit of time in creating those thumbnails. And you can do it so many different ways. There's specialist apps that you can download just to put the text over an image from your video. You can do it on PowerPoint and save it as a JPEG. But one of the things that I found really easy is to upload the video, an image onto Instagram and then just put the text over it and screenshot it. You can pick the text, you can pick the color, you can do the backgrounds. It's really straightforward and easy to do, and it doesn't take much time at all. So one of the tips there is get it done on Instagram and save it, but do create an engaging thumbnail which has text relevant to your video. Okay, so the other point was the length of your video. So some of my videos are really short, like 5 minutes, and some of them are like 40 minutes. And what I tend to find is it's not really the short ones that are getting loads of traction, and it's not the long ones that are getting long video views on them because people are clicking off because maybe they're too long. But if you can get the editing done, or you can do a quick unedited video like this one for around 10 minutes, they tend to be far more engaging. And definitely at the start of your YouTube video, like I did for this one, tell people what you're going to be talking about. So I'll say it again. I'm going to talk to you about what I saw in other videos that worked well. The next thing I'm going to talk about is what I saw in other videos that I tried, which I haven't had success with. And then some of the things right at the end that I didn't see in other videos that worked really well for me. And I've kind of left the thing that is unique for me and my message right at the end to get more people watching that video for a bit longer. My view is if you get people watching your video for longer, they tend to get more content and more value from the message that you're delivering, and they're more likely to subscribe. So I'm going to keep it short because this is an unedited video. Let's go on to some of the things that I tried from other YouTube videos that did not work for me. So this thing about tags, putting the comments in your tag box at the bottom, which then pushes you up on the search engine, I believe does work for some of the more relevant and specific videos that people do bring. But for me, if you check my analytics, and I will do another video and I'll put a picture of it up when I do an edited version, I wasn't getting any traction from those tags. So I still put them in, fingers crossed it will start to gain momentum, but at the moment, my first half a dozen or dozen videos, I just wasn't getting any traction. The other thing was about creating this need for people to stay on to the end with a hope value or with a secret ingredient and all this BS, which I think is complete waffle. Don't get me wrong. Tell people what you're going to talk about in your video and tell them the golden nugget that they can take away at the end. But tell them what that golden nugget's going to be about. Don't say, I've got a top secret formula which is going to give you the magic beans for creating an investment which is going to go through the roof. And it's just crazy. Don't overpromise. Just give people true, real content. The other thing as well, which I started to do, which I'm now cutting back on, some of the people in the YouTube videos was talking about bringing loads of different angles to the topic that you're talking about. But do you know what? You can overdo it and people will click off. So you can talk about one subject or one niche in a subject and give so many different angles to cover yourself and make sure people do the right thing. But do you know what? You can do that till you're blue in the face and people are just going to click off. So make it snappy, make it relevant, and get to the point. Get to the point quickly. Okay, we're nearly 10 minutes in, so I'm going to wrap this up with my last little bit of advice, which is the one thing that got the subscribers for me. So here it goes. unique traffic from outside of Facebook. What does that look like? Okay, so I've got a Facebook page and I've got an Instagram, and I'm quite active. I tend to post things about what I'm doing during the day, projects that I'm involved in, anything really. It's just about me and what I'm doing. And as soon as I upload a video, I put the link on there, or I spread it out over a couple of days, or I wait till a Sunday, whatever it may be. But it all goes on that platform. And via those platforms, people are clicking through to my YouTube channel, watching my videos, and hitting subscribe. When I started doing this, so I started my YouTube channel a year ago, and I did like half a dozen videos, and I left it for a little while, didn't do too much, and then like a year later, I've gone for it, and this lockdown period has sort of egged me on to do even more. When I started uploading more videos regularly and posting a link via Facebook and Instagram with a link, I'm generating a huge amount of traffic to my channel. And the fallout of that traffic is I'm getting more subscribers. So I went from like 1 to 10 in like 6 months, nothing. But literally over the last 2-3 months, we've ramped it up and we've got to 100 subscribers really quickly, and it's ramping up every single day, which is great. And a huge thank you to everyone who has hit subscribe. And I know I haven't already said it, but if you haven't, do hit the subscribe button. As I bring more videos, you'll get the notifications as soon as they're uploaded and you can watch them. And don't forget to smash the like button, because it does help the algorithm with the YouTube traffic and search engines. But absolutely, the indirect traffic from Facebook, from Instagram, if you're on LinkedIn and Twitter, use those as well. I'm not really active. I think I've got accounts, but I don't really use them on those social media platforms. There's some of the other ones like Snapchat and things like that, which I don't have a huge amount of experience in. But to hit that first 100 subscribers, forget everything else. If you were going to do one thing, start posting links on your pages and your Instagram profile that are relevant to your audience who are going to visit your website and visit your channel. And if you are going to do other things, then do some of those things that I talked about in the beginning around your video, which will create more value in your view times, which will give you more subscribers. That's it from me. We're nearly up to 13 minutes, so it wasn't quite 10, and I just knocked the camera. Have a great day, stay safe in lockdown, and I'll catch you all really soon. Thanks.